first round of the tournament last year. He will oppose 19-year-old Robert Wiggins from Queens. His first year in the Golden Gloves. He has won 3 decisions and scored 1 knockout and represents the Jefferson Recreation Club. Last 4 years in the 156-pound novice class, Damian Eddy, Ray Rivera, 3-time Golden Glover who could not compete last night in the finals because of an injury, Michael King, and last year Keith Patrone. We are set for the 156-pound novice final. Wiggins in the blue, Sanchez, a southpaw, in the gold.
Okay. Boxes. Okay, put the center lock. Go ahead.
25 years old. The age limit in the Golden Gloves. Jose Sanchez, 19-year-old Robert Wiggins. Sanchez, graduate of John Jay College of Criminal Justice. Wiggins, a construction worker.
A battle of the Southpaws. Very rare do you see a battle of the Southpaws.
Both boxers look like they're far advanced out of the novice class.
But neither really is. Robert Wiggins is 4-0 as an amateur, and so is Sanchez.
Time has been stopped. Wiggins got hit in the eye, complained that he couldn't see.
Look at his eye.
Referee Luke Padilla has stopped time. The doctor is checking out the eye. Things have cleared for Robert Wiggins. He's okay now. Hopefully he sees only 1 opponent in front of him. He might be seeing 3.
You wonder what that's going to do for his fight plan now, because he was very cool before. Right now, it seems as if he wants to get it over with, and he's becoming the aggressor.
But he's missing. He's coming up short on his punches. Sanchez does a good job. Went to the body, backed out, and blocked the counter of Wiggins. Good left hook again by Sanchez, and he took a right hand.
Sanchez does a lot better when he's being pressed, because in the semifinals, he went against tough Piero Severini, one of the best body bangers in these Golden Gloves, and he thoroughly outboxed Severini just by moving side to side and pecking him with that right jab.
Good left by Sanchez. End of round 1. So Robert Wiggins back into his corner. Mike Rosario is there.
You okay?
Yeah.
What did you? He butted you?
Yeah.
Okay now. We're gonna give him this round. Okay. The butt.
How you doing?
A little dizzy. It's a headbutt.
Was this a butt?
You heard him say headbutt. Again, it looked like he ate the head guard. Actually, his eye ate the head guard.
Okay.
Get the body come to head. Move the jab, okay?
There you saw a right hand by Wiggins. Then he went over the top. Took a stiff left hand to the chin. As he missed those shots, he left himself wide open.
Good round by Jose Sanchez. Juan Rivera and Harold Del Rio in his corner. Again, quick hands by Sanchez.
Sanchez is very patient. He'll wait on the outside as long as you let him. If you put on the pressure, that's when he begins moving more. But it's that right hand you have to take away from him.
Wiggins got in a right hand.
See that movement from Sanchez? In that semifinal victory over Severini, Sanchez had height and reach advantage. Today, he has nothing.
Some good exchanges here. Sanchez has landed the better body punches, but Wiggins has gone to the body a lot more in this second round. He's been going with more uppercuts as Wiggins.
Look how he left himself open there. He threw the uppercut from way outside and got nailed with 2 counter shots.
Wiggins in some trouble here, breathing heavily. The mouthpiece is almost out of his mouth.
Well, that's one of those chintzy mouthpieces it looks like from here, and he's having trouble breathing with it.
Oh, right. Head up.
Good left hook again.
You're off the break.
Boy, Sanchez has thrown a lot of punches. He's kept up some attack in the second round. Good left again by Sanchez sends Wiggins back. Wiggins' arm's getting tired. He was a little low with one right before. Sanchez looks too strong for him right now, Randy.
Sanchez very willing to mix it up on the inside because of that strength advantage.
Wiggins getting tired. As we come to the end of round 2, Bruce Beck is standing by with champion Larry Barnes. Bruce?
Well, Larry Barnes was defeated by Joseph DeGuardia, but the man feels as though he could have won the fight. Did you win the fight?
Deep down inside, yes. I kept the pressure on for 6 minutes. I was never hurt. You know, like I say, you know, a lot of people out there seen differently, which the judges, you know, no disrespect. I won the fight. 5-0, 4-1, whatever you want to call it, but I won the fight. You know, no disrespect to Joey DeGuardia and his people. He fought a well fight tonight. You know, he boxed good, but I thought that I was the aggressor. You know.
How are you going to handle the disappointment?
Well, you know, just go back to the gym and work harder and turn pro. You know, just take it on the chin like a punch. You know, get back up. You know, you got to roll with the punches. You know.
Going to turn pro?
Sure, sometime in September. You know, so I'm going to work extra hard this summer. You know, so my first pro fight will be here. 4 or 6 rounds, whatever we can get, you know. But I don't feel bad at all. You know, I'll take the silver, you know, but it's not the goal. You know, congratulations to Joey DeGuardia, you know, all the luck in the world, you know, with his law career. So that's all I can say.
Larry Barnes, a class act. Back to ringside.
Thanks, Bruce. Not a champion tonight, but certainly a champion in his own mind, and fought like a champion in losing to Joseph DeGuardia. Third round, Sanchez in the gold, Wiggins in the blue as they battle. Sanchez continues to use that strength and land the bigger punches, the more effective punches. I've got Sanchez way ahead in this fight.
I've got him ahead by 2 points. I gave each round to him 2019. Sanchez really wants it. He's coming right in, and that's not his style. He likes to stay on the outside and box. Right now, he's just sucking it right up and saying, come on, let's get it on.
Wiggins just tiring, trying to find some way to keep Sanchez off him, and he can't do it. Wiggins' hands are down, and every hook that Sanchez throws seems to land right on the button.
Look at those combinations. About 5 or 6 shots got in, then another one before he even got hit.
Wiggins is so tired he just can't get his arms up to block any of the punches. Sanchez landing to the head all the way. Wiggins wilting under the pressure here. Sanchez continues to go. Wiggins can't keep him off him. Another left lands. Sanchez with another left, and Wiggins somehow remaining on his feet has taken a lot of punches. Continues to move backwards. I'm surprised there hasn't been a standing 8 count in this round, but it's all over.
Oh no, I wanted a 3-minute round. I wanted more. I wasn't getting hit.
Both fighters very tired. Jose Sanchez with a tremendous effort, non-stop punching and landing big punches. right to the final bell, and Wiggins needing the ropes to keep him up. The 62nd Annual Daily News Golden Glove
Just really scored well in that third round, Randy.
Wiggins had his moments too, but right here, this was Sanchez as he leaned into shot after shot after shot and just kept the pressure on Wiggins, who tried to come back with his own shots, but was eating just too much leather that round. I gave the round to Sanchez. I gave him the fight.
I think the judges may see it our way in this one also, but we'll find out. Very exhaustive evening for Robert Wiggins. Boxers to the center of the ring, and another champion will step out with the gloves. The announcement from Matt Cusack.
The 156-pound novice champion, Sanchez.
No surprise there.
He earned it. At the age limit, there would be no more Golden Gloves for Jose Sanchez. 25 years old, he has won the 156-pound novice championship by outpointing Robert Wiggins. Wiggins at 19. He'll be back for Sanchez. The moment to savor.
Sanchez, and you came over here and said, Bruce, this is very special. Why did you feel that way?
Well, it's very special for me because this is the last year for me. I'm probably the oldest fighter in here. A lot of these kids are going to have a chance to fight next year. But for me, this is it. And it's sweet. I'll tell you, it's very sweet for me.
What about your non-stop working in the ring?
Well, I work hard in the gym thanks to my trainers, Johnny and Harold. They push me all the time. I'd like to say thanks to Mr. Colon also at Westside Gym. And if I may, I'd like to dedicate these gloves to Adonis Torres, who passed away, who helped me out a lot, and his son, Chino. Thank you.
Who's your favorite fighter?
My favorite fighter is my mom's. Hi, Mom. She's my favorite fighter because she brought me and my brother up in a tough neighborhood, and she always fought to give us everything, even though we didn't have the best, but we never were hungry or never had clothes to wear. Thank you, Mom. This is for you too.
Champion also.
Mom won the Golden Glove tonight.
Beautiful. Jose Sanchez and Mom. We step into the 165 Open division. Former champions Dennis Milton, he started out at 165, then moved down to 156 and went on to win a total of 4 Golden Gloves championships. Anthony Holt in 1983, Chris Reed, now a fine light heavyweight, and Andre Terminator Coles was the champion in this division last year. But in 1983, it was Chris Reed and Richard Brent going at it for the championship. And Reed, always the power puncher, was too powerful that night for Richard Brent. Reed has since gone on to become a fine light heavyweight professional. Brent wobbled away. The power too much. The fight stopped, and Chris Reed a champion. Tonight it'll be Jade Scott with 1 decision and 1 knockout. 19 years old from Brooklyn. Keith Providence, 24 years old from the Bronx. 1 decision and 1 knockout. Marcel Hagee is in the ring as the referee. Providence in the blue, Scott in the gold. Providence on the attack. This is the 3rd year in the Golden Gloves for Keith Providence. He was a finalist in 1985 in the novice division, and then a semifinalist in 1987. Jade Scott went to the finals last year and lost to Terminator Coles.
Jade Scott boxed in last year's Golden Gloves, starting in the quarterfinals. A few days before the quarterfinals, his mom died, and he fought in those. I mean, he almost pulled out. He was grieving. His friends and his family said, come on, just stay in it and do it. He went all the way to the finals.
Keith Providence applying the pressure. He's got a straight up and down fighter.
We've been joined at ringside by former heavyweight Golden Gloves champion Seamus McDonough, now unbeaten as a pro. And Seamus, bring back some memories. Championship night, does it?
Sure does. It sure does. It's a nervous night for all these guys.
Good to have you here, and we welcome your comments at any time.
And maybe later we'll be able to pick up. Seamus is wearing his Golden Gloves outside around his tie.
Showing them off, Randy.
Providence has landed some good punches as we come to the end of round one. And last year's champion in this division was Terminator Coles. He's with Bruce Beck, the Terminator, right now.
Well, they're the Terminator's gloves, 165-pound winner from a year ago. He knows a lot about both fighters in the ring. First of all, Keith Providence. What would you do if you were Keith right now, Terminator?
Well, if I was Keith, I would try to get close to Scott, muscle him around the ring, and just try to slug with him.
What about Jade Scott? What does he have to do to be successful?
Well, I feel Scott would have to use his reach and height and try to box more and hit him with his strong punches, because Scott is very strong.
Who gave you the most trouble?
Well, I would probably say Providence, because I got loose too early for the fight, but Scott, I didn't get a chance to loosen up for him at all, so they both gave me some problems.
Who's going to win, Terminator?
Well, Bruce, I'm not a predictor. I'm just an analyst.
All right, Terminator Coles. He's hedging a little bit. Back to ringside.
Round two. Keith Providence in the blue, Jade Scott in the gold. Scott defeated Sal Di Fiore in the semifinal, stopped him in the second round. And Providence stopped Ricky Goodwine in the second round of their semifinal. Providence with a good right hand.
Yeah, they're starting up a little more here now in the second round. Got those nerves out.
I like the movement so far from Scott. He's not just moving, he's landing some good shots, but that time he got caught in a corner and nailed.
Providence is always pressuring the opponent. That's what I like about him.
He's a very aggressive fighter, Providence.
I think his one problem is he waits a little bit too long.
Caught that time a little off balance.
That's because he dove in with the left hook and he had his chin down and he was looking at the floor, and he ate a shot as he did.
Yeah, Providence leaning forward a little too much. Should be lean back a bit more to have better balance, better throw more combinations.
What about Scott's style of straight up and down?
He's doing a pretty good job. He's moving around. He's obviously not the heavy hitter here, so he doesn't want to get caught with anything, but he's doing a pretty good job moving around.
Scott stands 6'2", Providence 5'11 and a half.
Marcel Hegge's had to caution Providence on 2 occasions this round about shoving on the inside, being rough on the inside. One more, and a point may be taken away from Providence.
Providence was rough on the inside last time in the corner with a right uppercut. Coming to the end of round two. Keith Providence in the blue, Jade Scott in the gold. Keith Providence lists as his hobbies, girls. I don't know what he means by that, but that's a fine hobby.
I'm keeping away from that. Here we go.
Providence on the attack. He has been boring his way in throughout the fight. Slapping left hook by Jade Scott. See, what Providence has done is gotten inside, negating those long arms of Scott.
He didn't do that in the first round, but he started to do it in the second round after getting off to a slow start. I thought he won the second round, lost the first round, and if he keeps this up, I think he's got himself a pair of Golden Gloves.
Now, Jade Scott is not a copycat, but he too, on his hobby list, says, I love women. And I also like to read, he says.
In a close fight like this last minute is very crucial. Whoever comes out on top here after a couple of even rounds could win it.
Do you feel the arms get heavy late in the fight?
As in the amateurs, you do. They throw a lot of punches, and it's nerves and everything makes you tired. It's all in the mind, a lot of it too.
Howard Davis says the same thing. But I tell you, those 12-ounce Everlast gloves start to feel heavy, especially in a fast-paced fight in that third and final round.
The sting has gone out of the punches of both fighters. A lot of missing here in the third round.
Go back.
Providence getting into a straight right hand. I think he's landed more punches than Jade Scott.
Yeah, I think so too, Sam.
That's it. All right, our unofficial ringside poll, Randy.
I gave the first round to Scott, but not the next two. I've got Providence capturing the gloves.
Seamus, what do you think?
It's a real close one. I have to go with Randy, though. I have to give it to Providence.
And Sam?
Unanimous, Providence.
So we hate, I got to tell Seamus, we hate agreeing with Sam. So, we're going to try to, whatever he does, we'll go the other way.
All right.
Johnny Pearsall leaning in, the man with the towel.
He's a great heavyweight this day, too.
Yes, he was. And a fine Golden Glover as well. Keith Providence, 24 years old. He kept the pressure on Scott.
And I thought that round he captured the fight by putting on that pressure, that constant pressure, being, again, that term, the effective aggressor. Right into the ropes goes Scott. And he doesn't have much punching power to begin with. And when he's on the ropes, you see those are nothing more than arm punches. They were scoring punches, sure. But Providence was landing the scoring punches, and they were the cleaner blows. A few of them actually knocking Scott off balance.
The boxers have been called to the center of the ring. The cards have been turned over to Matt Cusack, who will read the name of the winner.
The 165-pound open champion, Providence.
Keith Providence. We've been pretty good tonight, Randy. We've been pretty on the money, except for that real close one to Guardia and Barnes.
Let's see, I had Pena early on, and I had Antonio Gonzalez later, but I think after that we've been pretty much on the money.
Keith Providence, 24 years old. Nearing the end of the line in the amateurs. Yes, all that hard work. Congratulations, Keith Providence. We now move up a step to the 178-pound open class. Ernest Mateen and Clint Mitchell will be the opponents. Past winners, David Sears, fine light heavyweight. Riddick Bowe stepped up in the super heavyweight class, and last year's champion was Kelvin Daly. In 1986, Riddick Bowe took on Paul Brennan. Riddick Bowe, a powerful man, went down early in the fight. What a surprise for the ever-confident Riddick Bowe. But he turned it around on Brennan and knocked him down. The beginning of the end for Paul Brennan as Riddick Bowe just outslugged him. Marcel Hagee stopped it. Riddick Bowe won the Golden Gloves title. Tonight, Ernest Mateen will go after it. He's won 2 decisions. He represents the Bed-Stuy Boxing Association. Clint Mitchell out of the PAL has also won 2 decisions. Ernest Mateen in the gold, Clint Mitchell in the blue. Mateen, born in Jackson, Mississippi, lives in the Bedford-Stuyvesant section of Brooklyn. This is his 3rd year in the Golden Gloves. He was a finalist in 1984, a semifinalist in 85. And defeated Paul Brennan in the semifinals.
You've got 2 experienced amateurs in there. Mitchell, 37-4. Abdul Mateen has lost only 2 out of 53 bouts.
Clint Mitchell in the blue. Mateen, who we've seen a couple of times, Randy, last couple of years, looks very strong here.
What I like is that he's really keeping his cool. He's using his right hand to pick off a lot of shots, and he's using an educated left hand.
Yeah, he looks very composed. He's using that jab again.
Clint Mitchell in the blue won the 178-pound novice championship in 1976 when he defeated Kelvin Daly. Daly went on to win the championship last year in the 178-pound open. Good left hook by Mitchell. Coming to the end of round one.
I love it when you have 2 minutes or 3 minutes to box or whatever the particular round is, and here you see right at the bell, the two of them looked at each other and said, come on, we want some more. They've got all the time to box during the round. That's the time to do it.
And right here, a point has been taken away from each fighter. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
That was because of that exchange at the end of the first round. They wanted at each other. Let's see if they continue the animosity right here.
Mitchell in the blue, Mateen in the gold.
Now they picked up the pace a little bit.
Mateen was effective with that left jab. He's getting in all the time.
Good left hook by Mateen. Glancing right hand snaps the head back. I don't think Mitchell took it full force. Sharp jab by Mitchell. All the punches are landing with much more intensity in the second round.
Go back.
Mitchell got in a good right hand. Mateen has left himself open. He'll throw a punch and miss, and he'll find himself off balance and gets tagged with a counter from Mitchell again.
I think Mateen is losing his cool a bit, and he just wants to slug, and he's completely out of his boxing game.
You lose everything when you lose your cool. You have to stay composed and calm. You forget everything.
Many times what happens is, sure, you'll be able to get that big bomb home once in a while because of the adrenaline, which is really pumping. But more often than not, actually, when you lose your cool, you just start getting nailed with every shot because the defense just falls apart.
Some blood trickling from the nose of Abdul Mateen.
It's true, Randy. Most knockouts coming down, we don't expect them. We're not even looking for them at all.
End of round two. Mateen looks a little dejected. I don't think he was pleased with the way he fought in that round.
He shouldn't have been. He had such a nice round in the first round, so settled, using the jab, doubling, tripling up on it, dropping the right hand behind it. That round, he just lost his cool.
Fighter lost the point for unsportsmanlike conduct. Team trying to get things back together. Now here's what happened. See, the light went on. Round is over. And the fighters want to go at each other a little more.
And they wouldn't. Marcel Heggie got between them. Come on, guys, back to your corner. But they didn't listen to him. If they had listened at that moment, then there would have been no point deducted. But it didn't affect either man because they each had a point deducted.
25 years old, the age limit for Clint Mitchell. His last chance at another Golden Glove title. He won it in 1986. Abdul Mateen is 21 years old. Landed some good punches.
Mateen once again out of that boxing program into the slugging mode.
There are times when you can be too aggressive and it works against you. That's Mitchell's fight. He wants to mix it up. Mateen should just box him. Use his left jab.
Good combination by Mateen. Mitchell walking away. I don't understand that. This fight is too close to go off walking and wait 5 seconds of precious time. Better round for Mateen.
And that's only because Mitchell's allowing him to get back into this.
Good combination by Mitchell. The heavyweight open class is standing by with a big matchup between Michael Bent and Ike Padilla. Mitchell with a sharp jab. He's coming on.
There are only 120 seconds in every round, and every time you step back, the clock is ticking. So maybe you're fighting for 50 seconds of every round. You've got to fight during that time.
Mitchell with a good combination. Marcel Hagee had called break, and Mitchell got in a punt. The jab has been very effective for Mitchell, I think.
It was after the second round, back in the third round. So it was a much better round from the team. That round could have been the round that won him the bout, at least in my scorecard. Can I peek at your scorecard?
Yeah. My call is Mitchell 58-57.
Ooh, and Sheamus.
I guess I'm the deciding vote here, huh?
On the spot.
But we don't count.
I'll give it a draw.
Oh, yeah?
No, it doesn't count. We put Buddy McGirt on the spot last night. We had Howard Davis on the spot. Now it's your turn, pal.
We had one of those earlier this evening when Jose Santana was actually a draw, and he won on one card by aggressiveness. These the final seconds. And things ended quietly. No extra punches thrown there. Ernest Mateen, 21 years old. This is his third trip to the Golden Gloves. He has not won a championship. Clint Mitchell has one set of Golden Gloves and would like to add to it.
Sam, you notice that Seamus McDonough hasn't come up with an answer yet. He thinks he's going to get away, but he's not.
Well, he's got his binoculars out. And he's looking at the cards that Marcel Hagee is counting.
Oh, yes, it's Mateen, yes.
What do you think?
I think if I had to make it the big decision, I'd give it to Mateen.
He goes with Mateen, Sam.
Marcel Hagee has counted and recounted the cards here. So it looks very, very close. Oh, boy, the nerves mounting now. You remember these moments? Waiting for it? Well, you stopped your opponent.
Yeah, he knocked people out, you know.
How about in earlier fights? You had fights that went the distance?
Yes, I had fights, not in the Golden Gloves. All my wins in the Golden Gloves were all knockouts.
Knockout? Okay.
Yeah.
That's easy. You don't have to worry about the judges adding them up. Okay, we now will find out who the winner is. Matt Cusack will make the announcement.
The 178-pound open champion, Mateen.
Yes. Well, you guys were on the button. See, Sheamus, it doesn't hurt to go out on the limb.
And I told you, Sheamus, whatever Sam says, you go the other way. It works.
That's the method I used.
Ernest Mateen. The Bedford-Stuyvesant Boxing Association has itself a champion. Clint Mitchell. Oh, man. It hurts to Ernest Mateen. And now the Glamour division, the heavyweights. And here, a couple of champions. Michael Bent, three-time Golden Gloves champion. Ike Padilla has won once. Mitch Green was a four-time Golden Gloves champion and won this division in 1980. Carl the Truth Williams in 81. Three times Michael Bent won it. He did not compete last year. Webster Vincent was the champion in 1987 when he beat Ike Padilla. But Michael Bent was a man who scored knockouts. In 1984, he stopped Timothy McGee. In 1985, Alex Stewart was his victim. McGee felt the sting. Bent won his first championship in 1984. In 85, it was against Alex Stewart. Bent opened up the lead. Fast hands, good power, and won the decision. It was a close one, but Bent had won his second Golden Gloves championship. And then in 1986, he went against Webster Vincent. Again, he hurt Vincent early. Bent tired late in the fight, but he still held on to win the decision. Michael Bent had won 3 Golden Gloves championships. He's won 1 decision and had 1 knockout this year. He takes on Ike Padilla, who also has 1 decision and 1 knockout. And here we go. When we saw Michael Bent in the semifinals, he had a big first round against Webster Vincent. Tired, but held on for a victory.
But what we didn't know, and I had spoken to him about 15 minutes prior to that fight, he said he was in great shape, everything was fine. What he didn't tell me is that he had to lose close to a dozen pounds in the days before the bout. So I didn't know when the 3rd round came around and the man was absolutely gasping for air. I was commenting on his condition, and Sam, he's not happy with me tonight.
That's the way it goes.
You better watch out, Randy.
Actually, I think Ike Padilla had better watch out, because in the dressing room tonight, Bent was just full of fire.
Sharp jab by Padilla. Seamus, you've fought Ike Padilla. You've seen him step up in the heavyweight open division. What are your thoughts about this fight?
He's looking sharp tonight. I've sparred with Michael Bent. I've fought Ike. I think Michael is going to have so much experience for him, but you never know on the night.
Bent with a big left hook. It rocked Padilla. He shakes his head back. He says he's okay.
Gee, you know, I thought an 8 count was definitely coming over there, and he didn't get one.
And there's blood in the mouth of Ike Padilla. Bent stung him and gets him with another right-left combination. Marcel Hagee steps in.
Bent was talking. I'm telling you, I would not want to be Padilla tonight. Bent is going to take out everything from how bad he looked the other night in the semis. He just wants to look so good tonight.
And again, just beating Padilla to the punch. Blood pouring from the mouth of Padilla here. And again, no talking, says Marcel Hagee.
Ben thinks he's Muhammad Ali, just talking as he's landing shots, trying to just beat up on Bent. He's still talking, on Padilla rather, still talking.
This is the best I've seen Michael Bent for a couple of years, Randy. He really looks good.
Opponents in the future better hope that I never say Bent is out of shape again.
What do you think, Seamus?
Oh, Bent is looking really sharp. And he's touching Padilla all the time.
Michael Bent, a look of determination.
There, Michael's trying to prove Randy wrong. He's standing up in the corner.
Stop talking to him. You hear what I say? Do what you got to do and stop talking. You're not in there to talk. You're in there to do take care of business. All right? Now, let's go to the body now. Choose that blood as a target, and that's that go to the body. And stop talking to him. Okay? Okay? I want you to work.
There we see some nice shots by Bent as he stepped in. Now, if any combination ever deserved an 8 count, I really thought that Padilla right there would be given an 8 count. He got hit with some stiff shots.
Nevertheless, Bent didn't want that round to end. He wanted to keep on going, stayed on his feet between rounds. Ike Padilla set to come out. Bent looking determined. Let's see about his condition. Let's see if he tires at all. He's sharp with the jab. He's beating Padilla to the punch.
You heard his trainer tell him, stop the talk and get out there and fight. All Benson was relaxed.
Bent beautifully bends, slips a punch, and lands a right-left combination. That right lead has been beautiful for Bent. Left hook by Padilla glances off the side of the head. Padilla moves in. He's got some power, and he certainly has shown us determination over the course of the 3 years he's been in the Golden Gloves. And this is 4th year. Marcel Hagee steps in, and he tells Padilla to stop talking. Padilla beating Bent to the punch with a good left hook. Bent answers back.
Padilla's cut, I can't tell where it's coming from. I think it's the mouth. But look, every time he gets hit with a good shot, he's looking at Bent saying, no, come on, do it again.
There's blood all over the mouthpiece, all over the headgear now, all over the gloves of Ike Padilla. Bent again beating Padilla to the punch.
And beating is the word. I mean, that blood is pouring. It looks like from the upper lip. And it is pouring.
Padilla just can't get inside right now. He's staying outside, loading up for one big punch. Bent takes it, dances around, and then starts sticking away. Left hook by Bent got in there. They traded the left.
Bent felt the shot, but he was not really bothered by it. Just adjusted the headgear, back up on his toes. And what a left hand we're seeing from Bent tonight. So far, this is the best he's ever looked, I think, in the gloves.
Best sustained movement by Michael Bent in the years he's competed in the Golden Gloves. Last year, he passed up the gloves to fight in the Nationals. Otherwise, he'd be going for his 5th Golden Gloves, might be going for his 5th Golden Gloves title this year. A bloody Ike Padilla goes back into his corner.
Watch his mouthpiece out. Beautiful, Ike. I want you to walk up, baby, and take it to him, Ike. This is it. You understand me?
One night round, baby.
This is it. It's an even fight, brother.
Come on.
Walk right up to him, Ike, and take him out. Come on, throw that right hand. I told you the right hand's going to do it for you, Ike. You got to...
I don't like it.
Keep your hands up, Michael. Do not drop your hands. Keep your hands up, Michael. He's throwing punch out of desperation now, and those are the ones who catch it. Keep your hand up. Don't be getting cute with this guy. Okay. Because he's hungry and he wants you. Now keep your hands up. All right, now come on.
That tells it all.
Very good advice.
I have to disagree with the cornerman of Padilla about the fight being even.
Well, a sight job.
I think Padilla has got a long way to go and has got to somehow stop Michael Bent in this final round. The blood continues to pour out of the mouth of Ike Padilla.
Padilla is taking a hammering with the shots he's getting hit with that left hand over and over. They are solid blows.
Bent has got a really effective jab in this fight.
Tonight, that is a jackhammer, and I gotta tell you, when he was in the semifinals, everything was out. Hand speed, punching power, stamina. That was because of all the weight he had to lose in the few days before the bout.
He fought a one-round fight. Caution for coaching from the corner of Ike Padilla. Bent, beautiful combinations, finishing with a left hook. Good speed by Michael Bent. Again, that right-left combination. Padilla just standing there, unable to sustain an attack. Bent with good movement tonight. He really looks good, doesn't he, Seamus?
Ike is fighting a game fight, but he's just not good enough for Bent.
Fans urging Padilla on with every punch that he lands, but realizing he is a huge underdog, bloodied, but rooting for him to come on. But it is Michael Bent. Fans roaring with every punch Padilla throws, but he takes another big left hook. He has just been pounded in this fight.
This is the Michael Bent they're talking about to make the United States Olympic team, the gold medal hopes. This is the man we've been waiting to see.
The best I've seen him, and we have watched him for 5 years. It's all over. Boy, that was a tough battle. And they're on their feet. Standing ovation for Michael Bent and Ike Padilla. Look at the blood on the jersey of Padilla. Unbelievable. But the crowd responds to an outstanding battle, and just as harsh as we were on Michael Bent in the semifinals, criticizing him for not being in shape, we've got to turn it around and credit him for a wonderful performance tonight.
That Michael Bent could very well pick up, I don't know about a gold medal in the Olympics, but yeah, a medal. And it was that hard left hand over and over, the combinations, the hooks from Bent. You got to give Padilla credit. There's got to be some kind of medal for him because he soaked up tremendous punishment, had a terrible lip. I believe it's in his upper lip. He kept trying, never gave it up, showed tremendous heart that we know about in the Golden Glove. But look at that left hand over and over, just a jackhammer tonight.
Ike Padilla, 19 years old, his 4th year in the Golden Gloves, and every year he has reached the finals. As a novice, he was beaten by the man alongside us, Seamus McDonough. Then in 1986 in the Open, he won the championship. Last year, he was beaten by Webster Vincent in the final. And this year, meeting up with three-time Golden Gloves champion Michael Bent, who's hoping to make it 4 and move on toward the Olympics. That was quite a battle. Marcel Hagee raising the arms of both fighters, getting the cheers from the crowd. And here we go.
The heavyweight open champion, Bent.
No surprise, well-deserved. A wonderful performance by our fine champion and a gutsy performance by Ike Padilla, also a champion, 4 times in the final. That's an achievement in itself. But Michael Bent is now a 4-time Golden Gloves champion. His name will go into the record books proudly. And now he looks toward the Olympics. Ike Padilla and Michael Bent in quite a final. And Bent, yes, thankful that it all worked out. Ike Padilla congratulates the champion. Padilla was the bloodied fighter. Michael Bent with a masterful performance. 4 times a champion. He's with Bruce Beck right now. Let's join them.
Best of the United States, Michael Bent. 4 times Golden Gloves champion. Has it sunk in yet?
I tell you, this is unreal. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Ike Padilla on a spectacular performance. It takes 2 to tango, and we put on the show tonight. But 4, yeah, I can't believe it. Since I was a young kid, I dreamed about winning 4 Golden Gloves, and now it's a reality. It hasn't sunk in yet.
Were you disappointed in your performance in the semifinals?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I got some bad press after that, and it prompted one sports writer to say that Michael Bent he had reached his peak as an amateur. How wrong he was. How wrong he was. I'm just glad that everything turned out the way it did, and me and Knight, nobody got hurt. We put on a great show for the fans, New York Golden Gloves fans here tonight.
Did you come out with a sense of purpose tonight?
I did. I really wanted to win big and look fantastic, and I hope I knew I won big, but I look fantastic.
Hey, you look beautiful.
Marty Citron, has he peaked yet?
Not yet, and a long way from being peaked. The sports writer that wrote that column, I hope he's eating his words tonight, because he's definitely far from being peaked. He's still a young man, and he has nowhere to reach his potential or his peak yet.
Michael Bent, the people that are around boxing, the fans want to know about '88 in the Olympics. Your thoughts?
Here we come. USA, on behalf of the USA boxing team, the guys, it turned a new page now. This is 1988. 87 is long and gone with, but now this is 88. We're going to drive and grab some gold and soul. Is that right?
The gold.
Yeah. I'd like to say hello everybody in Queens and the Function Freaks. It's a group out there. I'd like to say hello to them.
Michael Bent, 4 times Golden Gloves champion. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll take a short break. Come back to Madison Square Garden. Still one more.
Sam Rosen, Randy Gordon, Bruce Beck, and Seamus McDonough ringside. This is the final fight of the 1988 Daily News Golden Gloves. The super heavyweight novice class, Anthony Ottah, Times Square Athletic Club, 1 decision and 2 knockouts. He's 23 years old, born in Nigeria, and makes his home in Brooklyn. He'll be opposed by Raymond Anis, born in Haiti, lives in Queens Village. He's 21 years old. He has 3 knockouts. Previous champions in this division, William Mobley in '84, Luis Savarese in '85, Anthony Green in '86, and Herbert Field last year. The super heavyweights. Our final bout in the championships of the 1988 Daily News Charities Golden Gloves. 21-year-old Raymond Anis, 23-year-old Anthony Ottah.
You're not going to need your scorecards for this one.
We haven't had any knockouts, but the big guys are in there now. Big left hook by Anis. That shook up Ottah. Right got in. Whoa, man. We're talking home run punches here.
You sure are. What'd you say, Sam, about no knockouts yet?
Seamus, did you ever think about going up in weight rather than stepping down? When you were a heavyweight as an amateur and you stepped down, did you ever think about going up in weight?
Yeah, I did the opposite, Sam. I came down. I'm probably going to fight 175, but afterwards I hope to go back up to heavyweights and have a go at the heavyweights.
Well, there's some big guys in there right now.
There are.
Anis in the blue, backing Ottah up. Anis fought in the gloves last year, reached the quarterfinals. This is the first year for Ottah.
Anis switches. Sometimes he fights southpaw.
Special thanks to the officials who have worked the fight. Boy, there they go again, the big punches. Some of them a little bit slapping from the side by Anis.
Anis has had 3 first-round knockouts in his 3 bouts. So in just a few moments, he's going to be heading into uncharted territory.
He's a strong kid on us. When he came in the gym about 6 months ago, he must have weighed about 230. I think he lost about maybe 15 pounds or so. He's looking in good shape now.
Anis backing up for one of the few times in this fight. End of round 1, and they throw a few extra after the bell. While we have a moment, I want to thank some special people who have helped put this whole program together. Matt Cusack, the voice you've heard, who has worked for the CYO for 51 years. A man who puts the bouts together. He puts the matches together throughout the tournament. Jim McBride and Phil Monahan of the Daily News. Bill Lamine, who has helped us out at ringside and has been one of the ring announcers. Paul Sullivan and Chris Brienzo worked the locker rooms throughout this tournament and have done such a great job. To Buddy McGirt, Howard Davis Jr., and Seamus McDonough have helped us at ringside. And again, we wish all the best and get well soon to Dick McGuire, the outstanding amateur referee who has not been with us the last couple of weeks. He suffered a heart attack a couple of weeks ago and is still hospitalized, and pray for his speedy recovery. Right now, round 2, super heavyweight novices. Raymond Anis in the blue, Anthony Ottah in the gold.
Step back.
Who won that first round?
I don't know. I have to give that one to Anis. He landed a lot of hard shots. They both took some hard shots, but Anis, I thought, worked a little bit harder.
Boom. Oh, Anis was stopped in his tracks. Ottah tried to follow up.
You're holding him twice.
Caution for holding to Anis. Anis with a right hand that scores.
They are both looking for their monstrous right hands, and I think they're trying a little bit too hard instead of using the jabs to set it up. Seamus McDonough knows about trying to land that right hand.
Yeah, it doesn't work when you try too hard. You have to take your time.
Ottah, the man in gold, looks a little bit like former heavyweight king Larry Holmes.
They've not listed their weights on the program tonight, but I have to guess that they're about 215 or 220. Both stand at 6'3".
Anis looks a little heavier and he looks a little stronger also.
Step back.
Way back at the start of tonight's program, David Villar captured a gold unopposed in the 106-pound open division. These guys both are twice his weight.
Anis continues to do a little holding on the inside. Their weights for the semifinals, Anis was 227 and Ottah was 210, so there is a weight difference. The man in blue, Anis looking a little tired here, but may have built up a pretty good lead.
That's John Manduga in his corner there. He's an old trainer from Gleason's.
We can finish it on. All right, finish this now. Now fill the water out. Fill the water out. Now you're doing very good now. The only thing now jab a little bit. That's it? Somewhere in there. Yeah. All right? We'll give him some more.
Call the stop. Punch him. You must win. You must win this round to win the fight. And you have to go out there and give him all you got. Okay? Move away from his right. Tired. You got it? You understand? Move to your right. You didn't do it in the last one. Move to the right, throw your right, and come and throw that hook. Do what he says, to your right, not to your left. You got it.
Second down.
Both been pretty tired and taking a lot of time getting off the stools for the third and final round.
To both of these men, especially the man in gold, Ottah, the 2 minutes are going to seem like 2 hours. They are tired. I don't think anything's really much more exciting than a good heavyweight bout. Now there's a warning for holding.
Now that is not a loss in point. It's a warning. I believe the next time would be a loss in point.
Right, the referee would have indicated with a finger. He's taking 1 point away.
Right hand by Ottah.
Ottah's listening to his corner. They can get out there and do it. An exciting heavyweight bout is just about the best thing to watch. But when you get 2 tired pachyderms in there, then it just becomes absolutely amazing. The crowd starts chanting in unison, boring. This one's down the middle somewhere. Both guys still have that crunch in the punch.
Yeah, it hasn't been boring. They've landed some big punches. Has landed some good punches here in the third round.
So far, it's been his round.
Warning, holding. Warning, holding. Warning, holding.
Now that's 2 warnings for holding.
Let's see what he does with his arms now. If he wraps him around, he just did, but he got him away in time.
Ottah continues to flail away and land some of those punches.
Mouthpiece of Anis is flying out. He is tired, can't keep his mouth closed.
Time has been stopped. You got to find the mouthpiece. Marcel Hagee says, okay, wait, we'll find it somewhere. It's got to be washed off.
Hagee was cute. Like taking a nephew for a walk. He's holding him by a hand, walking him across the ring. Come with me, son.
This rest could be crucial, though. It's a welcome rest for both of them. I think more for Anis.
They resume and just...
On the ring there. Get that off the ring.
It's got to be the longest 12 seconds.
Well, it was a disappointing finish because they tried to get something off the ring apron. It stopped the boxing for a moment, and then the final bell sounds. Now the fighters await the final decision. Bruce Beck has been with the champions tonight. Bruce?
Well, every kid grows up with a dream. If you're a basketball player, you dream of playing in the NCAA tournament. If you're a football player, you dream of competing in the Rose Bowl. And if you're a boxer, you dream of winning the Golden Gloves. Tonight, some dreams were fulfilled, other dreams were empty. And for me, well, I'll just dream of working the Golden Gloves again next year. It's a lot of fun. Back to ringside.
Thank you, Bruce.
Ditto for me, Sam.
Seamus, your thoughts about the years in the Golden Gloves and what it meant to you?
Golden Gloves were what catapulted me into the professional ranks. They're the learning stages for any boxer. There's a lot of disappointments, a lot of happy moments. I had some great times in the New York Golden Gloves, and I would do it all again.
Right now, Anthony Ottah and Raymond Anis. There's Ottah in the gold as they await the final announcement. The cards have been collected. See Donald Hayes, the man in the blue sweater outside the ring. Fine trainer. And Matt Cusack will announce the final champion of the evening in the super heavyweight novice class. Well, cards still being checked over. Pretty close. Who do
I've
you
got
think?
Anis.
I like Anis also. Seamus?
I think Anis just got it.
Super heavyweight champion is Ottah.
Wow.
They bagged us again, huh?
They wouldn't let me get out with one final decision, you know?
Anthony Ottah had a big third round and took it away from Raymond Anis. 23-year-old Anthony Ottah, born in Nigeria, lives in Brooklyn, and in his first year in the Golden Gloves, he will wear the gloves home as champion. The super heavyweight novice jumps for joy. Welcome back to our coverage of the 1988 Daily News Golden Gloves finals. You see the champions of the night, and really special tournament. We saw some outstanding boxers, and I think the fighter of the night, Michael Bent, was the big story. Don't you think, Seamus?
He looked outstanding, Sam. I would pick him as the fighter of the night, definitely.
What about your thoughts about his future maybe going to the Olympics and what he might do there?
I can see him doing very, very well in the Olympics. I think he can maybe take the gold and maybe a very lucrative professional career after that also. He's looking good.
Randy, once again, a great tournament.
It really was, and I just come away so impressed with the number of the participants we saw, especially Bent. If he keeps looking like this, yeah, he's going to get a medal in the Olympics for the United States. And Joseph DeGuardi with a big upset tonight over Larry Barnes. Hofstra Law is proud tonight.
A great tournament, and the champions wear the Golden Gloves proudly. For Randy Gordon, Bruce Beck, Howard Davis Jr., Seamus McDonough, this is Sam Rosen. Thanks for being with us for the 62nd Annual Daily News Charities Golden Gloves. So long, everyone. The 62nd Daily News Charities Golden Gloves has been brought to you by the Adolph Coors Company, brewer of Extra Gold Draft, proud sponsor of the 1988 Daily News Golden Gloves. This has been a presentation of Madison